Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Umar, and this video is going to be a deep dive into my journey, the lessons that I have learned on the way from my 1 year journey, or like a little over 1 year journey, and starting from 15 years old. So let's get straight into it. So first of all, I just want to address that my board exams are happening in like a week or two. That is why I haven't been posting a lot, and I have to study for the exams, and I have also to manage my business and everything. So yeah, I wouldn't be posting like much consistently, but after the exams I would be posting like every week or so. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. Before I explain my journey, I want to state who am I basically. And my name is Umar, and I come from Pakistan. And I was born into a not a middle class, but a little above middle class family. And most of the people in our family are like well educated people, like lawyers and doctors and engineers and everything. And they're great. I respect them. That's what they wanted to do. I unfortunately didn't want to follow that path, and yeah, so I started my business at 15 years old. But it wasn't just like this. I just woke up one day and wanted to start a business. Actually, this was a step-by-step journey itself. So let me explain that first. So coming to the first point, which will be why I actually started it and how I started it. So ever since childhood, as I mentioned, I was born in a family of like educated people, of lawyers and doctors and engineers and everything. But since childhood, that is not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to build up something big, build up a company, for example. But since childhood, I was influenced the idea that if you are a businessman, you will have no time and you will be working like every single day in your company and everything, and which is true partially. But nowadays, with the digital age, I discovered that business can be more than that. You can have a lot of free time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom and everything. And since childhood, I just didn't want to have like just a peaceful life, because I have seen a lot of people, they want to achieve location, time, and financial freedom, and want to live on a lake or something like that. But and I respect their opinion, and that's what they wanted to do. If that's what you want to do, I respect you, and I wish you achieve it. But personally, I didn't want to do that, and I don't want to be like just retire at a young age or something. I want to build something, and I want to keep building it all of my life, like work till I die. Yeah, so just wanted to mention that. So when I was about 9 or 10 years old until like 12 years old, I was pretty good in school, in studies. I would get first position every time until grade 6th, and I basically just didn't like that. I didn't like studying and everything like every other kid, but I was a topper, and I had to maintain that reputation because of my family and everything. But in grade 6th was the first year that I stopped focusing a lot on my studies, and that led to a huge change in it. My whole family was angry at me for that. I was 12 years old. I realized that I don't want to follow the education system anymore. I want to build a business. I discovered earning money online, and that was something very, very unusual to me, because I had never heard of it. That was the first time I was hearing of it. Like it was about 2020, and I thought, what is it? How can I do it? I want to earn money. I want to start a business, and the idea of everything just sounded really great to me and easy to me. That was the wrong idea. Actually, it's not easy. Researched how I can earn money online and everything, and I discovered freelancing on Fiverr and Upwork and freelancer.com, everything, and I thought I can do it. So I signed up to it, and I made I was doing like article writing. I thought it was an easy thing. I just had to research some things and write it in a paragraph, and that was article writing. And I didn't get any clients at all with that. I was on Fiverr and freelancer.com, and I was writing these proposals every single day, and I tried for a long time. But when I say I tried, I was actually just, I would pop up my laptop, and I would open it, and I would go to Fiverr and check my gigs, and then I would go to freelancer. I would write a few proposals, but then I hit the limit. I hit the limit for proposals and everything, and it has just gone. But yeah, one time I wrote a proposal to a person. It was like some Sharma Soft or something, and they wanted an article writer. So I wrote a proposal to that job, and I got a reply from the person who posted that job, and that was like a really great feeling. It was about 25,000 Indian rupees, which was about 50,000 Pakistani rupees, which was a big amount here for me. So I had a very great feeling, but after that I didn't hear anything from that person. Yeah, so it was a big punch to the face. I thought this just wouldn't work, so I got into Fiverr, and I researched on it, made my gigs and everything, and every single day I would just pop up my laptop and I would check it, and I would be like, I'm not getting any orders. I would get impressions on my gigs, but no orders. And I would basically doing like the article writing, so I just quit it. I thought it wouldn't work. I without even knowing, I was not showing up to it anymore. And yeah, so that was basically it for freelancing. But then every single day I would just watch videos about entrepreneurship and digital marketing and every single thing. I would watch courses about them, but I would never take action because I thought it just wouldn't work. But still, I was learning a lot. So at this point, I was about 13 years old, had no money. Now I had money, my family had money, but I hadn't earned any money. And I thought this just wouldn't work. But then I came across the idea of e-commerce by like Amazon e-commerce, and I thought this would be it. This is just it. But to start it, I needed money. And I knew my father wouldn't give me a lot of money to start it, and because I was only 13 years old. So I just researched about it, and my plan was that I will learn about it until I'm 18 or so, and then I would collect money, and then I would start it. And yeah, but later I realized that e-commerce just isn't what I wanted. It requires a lot of capital. Yeah, so at that time, about 2021 or so, I discovered drop shipping, and I thought this was it, drop shipping. So I went into I researched about drop shipping, how I can start, what it is, and I thought this was just like easy money. I would select a product and then make a landing page about it, and then I will make millions. So I went on and made a website about it, but I didn't have the money to buy the domain, and yeah, that is when I stopped. But then I discovered a video of like earning $1 million with drop shipping from $0, how I can do it with TikTok and everything, and I discovered into it. But then when it came to like receiving the money for the products and everything, I didn't have a bank account, and my father wouldn't give me his. So that is when I stopped with the drop shipping and everything. I thought this just isn't it. I'm not old enough. That was a self-limiting belief. So after that, I started going back into freelancing, but this time I tried the product photography, because my brother had bought a camera and he was very good at it, and I was actually getting pretty good with like product photography. So I thought this would be it, and I made a gig about it and everything, and I waited then I tried to promote it on Facebook and Instagram and everything, but it didn't work. I didn't get any orders in that, and that was the time when I discovered someone. It was Iman Gadzi, who inspired me a lot. I saw his content, everything, how he earned money starting from like nothing. I watched his videos about, at that time, 2022 or no 2021, he was doing pretty great, and I discovered about what he was doing and everything, but I just didn't understand it. I thought he was like doing digital marketing, so I just watched other videos about digital marketing, and I was really interested in that. But for like, it took me a year to understand what he was actually doing. I thought he was just selling courses or something, but then I realized that I watched a video of like the blueprint to starting SMMA, and I thought this was it. But yeah, let me clarify. I watched his video and I started taking action on it. I didn't take action actually. Every day at school, I would tell my friends about like SMMA. Oh, you can earn money like this without you can get a contractor for this work, and you can get clients this way, and you can do this thing and this thing. And at that time, my laptop, which I had at that time, just stopped working, and that was a punch to the face. So after that, I thought it was nothing for me. I started watching videos on my phone, and I thought I couldn't do it with my phone, and it was just depressing. I was 14 years old at this point. Yeah, so I started looking back. So I actually got an old laptop from my father, and I started looking back into freelancing. And at that time, I got an order for product photography, and I was like super happy. It was basically a message from someone saying me that, hey Umar, I want product photography for my jewelry brand, and how much would it be? But the problem was that I had responded to that message for over a week because I had no laptop, and that opportunity was gone. Now at this point, I was depressed. Every day I was sad. It was this crippling feeling within me, and I thought I just can't do it. It wasn't for me. But then I started watching more of Iman Ghazi's content, and he inspired me a lot. I thought he was at a level lower than me, and he made millions. Why can't I? So then I waited for my birthday, my 15th birthday, to get a laptop to get a new laptop as a gift from my father. And basically it came around. I had learned a lot about it, how I can start SMMA and everything. And when I got the laptop, I did start it. Basically, I named my agency OAK Leads, which was Umar Ali Khan, my full name. Leads, basically like doing social media marketing. But I had this idea in my mind that when I start this, I will just send a few emails to some people, and they will be like, yeah, we want your services. But it wasn't like that. I wasn't sure of like who I'm gonna reach out to. So after some time, I remember I had only done like 10 outreaches on Instagram, and they were like generic outreaches like, hey, my name is Umar, and I saw that you're doing this business, and maybe we can help you. I can help you with that, and I do this, and for this much money. And they wouldn't even see the message. Then so then I started niching. Like I picked up a niche, and that was real estate development. I was only 15 years old, and I outreached to like 5 people and got 0 replies. And then I started to email outreaching, and the problem was that I was only outreaching to like the emails that I get on the website, like info@thiscompany.com, and I would send them an email. Like every day I would send around 30 emails and get 0 replies on it. So first I picked up the niche real estate developers, then I picked up the niche home care, like the old age homes and everything. Then I picked up the niche like business brokers. I thought they were like an unsaturated part of it area, and I tried outreaching to some people and got 0 replies again. The problem was with my outreach, and then I thought this wasn't it. I was just lying in my bed with my laptop on my lap, and I was like doing this, and then I would start with outreaching to people, and then after some time I would find myself watching a movie because I was just not motivated enough. I would say motivation. I would say I was not disciplined. I had no discipline. And so yeah, my father took away my laptop. He thought I was wasting time on it, and I got it taken away for a month, and he gave me his old laptop, which will take an hour to load. And that was depressing. I thought I had lost it. I would have any success in life and everything. But then after 1 month, he gave me my laptop back. I asked him for it, and then I started. But actually, in that 1 month, I discovered something else. I discovered email marketing. And this was something that I was interested in, like really interested in. Social media marketing, I just saw Iman Ghazi do it, so I thought I would also do it. But email marketing was something that just clicked me, that I was interested in. That sounds super interesting to me. It is boring, I would say, for others, but it sounded super interesting to me. And so I thought about copywriting and email marketing, and that is what I offered from then on. So first I outreach to e-commerce brands. I picked up niche e-commerce brands, and I would do copywriting and email marketing for them. Every single day I would do like research, prospect and lead, and I was super consistent with this one. And after some time, I basically almost had my first client. Now it was a Pakistani perfume brand, and I thought, and I outreached to them like, hey, I saw you're not using email marketing. And they were like, yeah, we don't want to use it. And I was like, you should use it. It's great. It brings ROI and everything. And they were like, let's talk about it. So they gave me their WhatsApp number. I contacted them there, and they asked me questions about it. Will it work in Pakistan? And I had 0 idea of it. I couldn't answer any questions. Basically, he was messaging me like, hey, would this work in Pakistan? And I was here on my laptop researching, does email marketing work in Pakistan? I was super nervous, but I managed to answer all their questions. And then in the end, they asked me, what's the price or quote? So I made a lot of mistakes on that chatting. Basically, they asked me questions. I asked them questions like, how much revenue do you want? And they were like, why should we share it with you? I was like, I don't know. It was super funny, looking back at it. And so yeah, after some time they asked me how much it will cost, and I was like, whoa, it costs only 200,000 rupees per month, which is a big amount of money over here. And they blocked me. So basically that was another punch to the face, but I kept outreaching again, and I thought that brand just wasn't it. They cannot pay me and everything. I will search for more brands. But later I discovered that no Pakistani brand will pay 200,000 for this. But sometimes later I realized that email marketing doesn't even work in Pakistan. It has like less than 0%, like 0.2% 5% click rate or something. And I discovered that I shouldn't outreach to Pakistani brands anymore. So I started outreaching to like other brands, e-commerce brands, and basically after some time I realized that e-commerce brands, they basically just don't want email marketing. They don't need it. Like, what are you going to send in? What are they even going to send in it? They can send like, oh, we have new products and everything, but it just isn't like something convenient. So I started exploring more niches, and then I got into real estate email marketing, and this was something I was super happy about. I always loved real estate, and I also liked email marketing, and both of them combined this like super interesting thing for me. So I basically started outreaching to real estate agents on email, and again, so 0 replies. And around that time, I would say someone important to me, you can get it, left me. Yeah, and it was depressing. It was I don't know if I should share much about it, but it was just a very depressing time. It was about August 2024, but then 2 weeks after it, I started going 100% into my email marketing agency, and I changed its name to OAK Email Marketing. This time I was super consistent, and I still am. And after like in September, I got a message. I got like after through my outreach, I outreached to a real estate agent in New York, and I told him that, do you want to try like a 15-day free trial from us? And he was like, yes. So I got on. Like, the mistake that I made was that I got on a call with him, because like free trial, you shouldn't get on a call with like free trial clients. You just take some you should just take some information from them about their business and everything, and just start giving them services. That is how a free trial works. But I didn't understand that, so I just got on a sales call with him, and he could see that I was amateur and I didn't know what I was doing. He asked me questions. I actually did pretty good in it, but at the end of the sales call, he was like, yeah, we should start in November, because by then I would have built up an email list and everything. And so I said, yeah, why not? And I never heard back from that guy again. Depressing again. So yeah, I got some more people who seemed interesting, but I never booked a call again. Fast forward to January 2025, I booked another sales call, again with a free trial one. Biggest mistake ever. And didn't hear back from that one either. So what I realized is that when you give out something for free and then make the prospect do a lot of work, like getting on a sales call itself is a lot of work for like some prospects, because they're busy. So what I realized, that if you are that you should not give away free trials at first, because when someone is getting something for free, they basically just don't value it. So that is what I discovered. When someone is getting something for free, they just don't value it. That is why you shouldn't give away free trials, or you should just make it like a no-brainer, a complete no-brainer when you're giving away free trials, because they just don't want to put in a lot of effort and into something that they are not paying for. That is something I discovered. Now, currently, I have been working a lot on my agency. I started this YouTube channel on January 2025, and it's going not so great. I'm getting like 10 or 15 views per video, but I still love it. I still love posting content and everything. and yeah, I'm gonna do it through for the rest of my life, I can say. And yeah, so that was basically my journey. Currently I have some big news, some good news coming up. It has been a really depressing and a hard journey for me, but fortunately, alhamdulillah, I have some good news coming up. So yeah, and I just basically don't want to share it now because it's not completed now. And what I've discovered is that when I share about some good news before it is completed with others, it doesn't happen anymore. It just gets cancelled. Yeah, that is what I discovered. And yeah, also recently, one of my friends, he reached out to me and he said maybe he can help me in my agency. He watched my content on Instagram about it, and he basically wanted to partner up with me. And I said yes. He has been a blessing, real like a brother to me. And yeah, I'm very grateful for all of that. Now let's get to the third point of this video: how my journey changed me. So I would say it changed a lot of my beliefs. It made me really patient because, as you can see, even after 1 year, I haven't seen I haven't earned any money. Not 1 year, like it's just 1 year of this agency, like ever since I was 12 years old, and now I'm 16 years old currently. And on the way, my beliefs have changed. I thought that the success was easy. I thought that success was just earning money. But what I realized is that success is not overnight. A lot of people that you see around you, and you see them just one day they're nothing, and the next day they have made a lot of money and they have achieved their goal. It wasn't overnight. You should look into what they were doing before that, how they were before it. It took a lot of hundreds of thousands of steps that you didn't see that those people took, which made them successful. And I think that is what has shaped like this mindset of our society, who thinks that success is overnight, that you don't have to work a lot for it. And that is a wrong mindset. You should work in that. I believe that I would like to share a story regarding this. I read it in a book, The Atomic Habits. That is, he basically a basketball player. I can't remember his name. He would say that whenever I was feeling depressed and lacked motivation, I would go out and look at the person who was trying to break the stones with the hammer. I can't remember the name of that person, but he would keep hitting the stone again and again and again with his hammer, but it won't break. But on the 100th hit to the stone, it will shatter into hundreds of pieces. And I would know that it wasn't the 100th hit that did it. It was all those 99 before that who were stacking up against one another, and which made that big change. So all of the big changes that you see around you are made by bit of little struggles, little steps, little consistent steps. So yeah, the other change that it has made in me, this journey has made in me, that it has made me more patient. I can remember that before I started this journey, I was really impatient. I wanted everything with me. I was spoiled and everything, but this journey taught me a lot. I'm super grateful for this. Even though I have made nothing until now, I'm still grateful for it. And the third point that I learned is that Allah has humbled me. He taught me a lot of lessons on the way. He tested me a lot, and I'm grateful for this. So now, coming to the almost end of this video, should you start your entrepreneurship journey as a teenager? To answer that question, I cannot give you just a one line answer like a yes or no. I can give you a question that you can ask yourself. And that question is it really what you want? Is it like the truth for you? Is it the true success for you? Is it what you, because success, it isn't the same thing for everyone. Success is different for everyone. It's like for me, it is building up my company or my agency. For someone else, it might be just living a peaceful life, not earning a lot of money, but not earning very less money at all. And for some other people, it will be like earning billions. For some people, it will be like earning 10K a month. But it all comes down to what you want. So if entrepreneurship is what you want, building a company of something, I would say starting early as a teenager will give you a lot of advantage over everyone else. You would have a lot of time, and as a teenager you don't have much to do, so you can spend a lot of time on your agency, on your business. And yeah, so if you want it, go for it. So that was basically my journey, and I'm super grateful for this journey. It was depressing. It still is. It is hard. It is not easy. It takes a lot of time. It can be super depressing. Like it was depressing for me. I learned a lot of lessons on the way, and at the end of the day, I know that all of those failures and everything that I lost, it made me who I am today, and I'm grateful for it, and I want to be better every single day. So yeah, if you're starting on this journey or you're already on this journey, I wish you succeed. I'm rooting for you, and yeah, have a great day.